Hey guys, Green Tea Mosley here, and we are talking about the right to be forgotten today with Eric and Blake. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
And Blake's gonna tell us all about what the right to be forgotten is. Go ahead, Blake.
All right. Well, the right to be forgotten is actually a right in Europe that we do not have here in America. You might want to look it up or just listen to the rest of this video because it's a pretty important right that you might want in the future. The right to be forgotten is which has been hotly debated in Europe for the past few years, has finally been discussed as part of the broad new proposed data protection regulation. Pretty much the right to be forgotten, to be summarized from my part, is if you do something really stupid on YouTube or in some other social media, you can ask Google Europe, well, right now, but future maybe America, you can ask them to delete your personal info off a search engine. You have to go to a specific website to find your info. Back to Eric.
Uh, and some facts about the right to be forgotten. It's also happening in France, and it's affecting France. And so, not just France, but all individual countries use their laws and point at, for example, Europe, and they argue that Google must make it a global law. If somebody wants their private information to, say, be deleted from the search engine, then Google must make that a global law, not just in France or Britain. And France is effectively trying to impose European law on Google across the globe. So everybody has that right. Just as Blake said, if you do something stupid on YouTube, which all of us do, you can have it removed from the search engine. And yeah, so
Well,
back.
well, basically what they're doing is what we were first informed on it about was that some guy had some embarrassing thing, and he went to court to get it removed. He got it removed, and he went on a different country's server of Google and found it again. And because he wanted it removed from all of them, his country, I think it was Europe or something like that, I don't really know, but they go and say, come to America and say, we want that removed. And Google says it can't because it's against the Second Amendment, or the First Amendment, sorry about that. But
Yeah,
Also,
like
the right to be forgotten can make Facebook and Google it pretty much in theory the right to be forgotten addresses a problem in the digital age. Since it's very hard to escape your past on the internet now, this right could help you. Also, if we got in America and get rid of the problem of if people from Europe actually moved to America, would they still have that right? Well, it hasn't really happened yet, and they didn't have time to discuss it. Now, if we got in America, it wouldn't be a problem.
well, sorry about that lag, guys. I had to pause it so I could fix the Skype, but yeah.
but the reason why it's such a global issue is because they ban on Google England or something, or Google France. They ban it on Google France, but on Google America, it's not banned, and that's why it's such a big debate because people from America can see what people in England can't see, and it really affects like celebrities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, let me. All right, Adam. So it's a difficulty that used to be limited. The problem is, I do agree. I think we should have it here, but I do see the problems with it because if you notice, if a criminal or something did something on the internet and said it, he does have that right to delete it. So would that be less evidence for the cops if he murdered somebody? That's my problem with the law.
Yeah, like, let's say, like, he murdered, and then he wanted to go get a job, so he just went on there to delete all his stuff. And then, that's criminal record right there. That's not right at all. Like, yeah.
there's just too many different scenarios and situations, so it's hard to make one law that will affect everybody.
Yeah, like
Okay.
let's say
Oh,
Google went to go, cause if it actually like is applied, a lot of people are gonna start deleting links and after links and more links, and sooner or later there will be no links on Google and Google will be dead.
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Like the company's rights pretty much are their job is to get as much info from other websites and on people so that they can have people go on their website and have it directed to another website. Now, people are constantly taking like their info or personal information off the internet. Does that make Google a search engine anymore, or just a pretty much a search engine just for facts that aren't about people? Well, it could be about dead people, but not alive.
yeah, but yeah, I agree with Blake was saying. You know, that's how Google runs. Google works because it has so many links and it gives you so much reliable sources. Well, not mostly reliable, but it gives you a lot of sources. And if you take away those sources, then Google doesn't have anything to support itself. How is it going to be a search engine anymore?
Yeah.
It can't do its only job to give you links.
Well, okay, guys, we'll be right back. I'm gonna pause the video and we're gonna talk to get some more info. Be right back. Go.
All right. Well, I mean, if you think about it, back to what Adam said. He said it could violate people's First or Second Amendment right. One of them, I don't remember which one. Yep, the first one. Yep, I got you, fam. All right. So it says that. Now, would it for Google, the workers there, or the owners, or the creators, or whatever, founders, would it be a violation of their first, all right, I got you, First Amendment right for them? Eric, can you answer that question?
It is because we have the freedom of press, but
Freedom of speech and stuff like
yeah,
that.
freedom of speech, freedom of press, and this is electronic press. It doesn't necessarily have to be newspapers these days because we're in an electronic age, and that's just why this is so important.
My thing is, you're just one person. There's tons of people out there with the same name you have, so if somebody went to go search you, it's gonna take a long time to find you. It's gonna be very difficult to find you exactly.
Not necessarily, but if you go viral and they search your name, you're the first thing that pops up.
Well, I never said you had to go viral.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, if somebody posts false information about you, that should be taken offline because that's false. It's wrong. But there's just too many different scenarios. Like if it was false info, or if it was true info but it's just embarrassing, then you have to debate. That's why it's so big.
So, guys, I believe that we should have this right in America, but I think they're talking about just no limitations, no rules about it. I think there should be limitations of what actually you can take off. Like criminal records, you can't take off. Now, if it's a really embarrassing thing that they agree on, you can take it off. But if it's more info about yourself, because back to what Adam said about the people, there's more like other people with the same name. They kind of want to look you up. Or for a job listing, right? If you want a job and the boss wants to see your credentials online, you can't find any. What does that do to you? Does it not get you a job, or is he just suspicious?
Yeah, true. Go.
What happens now? Like, it's just so confusing. Because, yeah, I think it should be limited because if you think about it, I found on this other website, it makes a really good point. If a man is convicting of possessing some kind of child, pornography, and it's not legal, if he deletes it, does he not get in trouble? Or is it just, like, going to be up there forever? Back to what I said before, limitations, I think, should be another part of this law if it's allowed in America.
But yeah, I agree. But like it should be to a certain extent. Like if it's false information, that should be taken off. But if it's like illegal and you're trying to get rid of your criminal record, that should not be able to.
All right, so guys, for you guys, YouTubers out there, I would like you to go into Green Tea Mosley's comments and see if this helped you about the information about the right to be forgotten. And if not, just ask more questions to Green Tea Mosley.
Yeah, well, we're gonna sign off here, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed us talking for 10 minutes and 40 something seconds. But who cares, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Education.
Get some info for the schools.
Yeah, this is really important stuff. And anyway, we're gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed, like I said before. So peace off, guys.